I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today is November 6th, Monday, 2023. Hope you had a good weekend here. So we had a very small range day here. Ended up closing bullish and just pretty much speakered out. Took some, let me zoom in a little bit. Took out the previous day high, dipped back down into the previous 4-hour imbalance while sweeping liquidity of early Asia, I guess I could say, and then bounced around a little bit. So pretty cool day, pretty smooth day. You wanted to be kind of done early, but at the same time, if you wanted to hold, that was up to you. You would have got a nice sell out of that, or the buy. But don't want to be involved too much here. So let's see here. We poked up, taking out the previous day's high, and then we took out that 4-hour candle. This candle right there. This is that October 17, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The high of that candle. And as you see here, we just peaked up above there. And we didn't decide to take out that swing high or anything like that. So it's still kind of slow motion. They decided to keep it, the price a little tight and not too far, but did close as a bullish day. So surprising, but we did get a pattern of a break and sell, break in and retrace. So we'll see if it holds up, but it's still looking a little bullish here for maybe one more grab up. We'll see. I'll get into that in a minute, but let's go into a smaller time frame. I got to be done early today. I got just FYI, I'm getting married December 10th. So I have a lot going on. I got people calling me and everyone's coming from out of town. So I live out of state of where I'm from. So, they're calling for hotels and flights and places and this and, just it's going to be like this for the rest of the year. But anyways, price opens up right here and then little gap right there. And then we're sitting in. So keep in mind, we have these gaps here that are working pretty well. We opened up inside the gap right here, as you see, and we have the present day gap, which is the purple here, and then and actually is the Sunday gap, by the way. So price is playing around. Does Asia London? I gotta switch out a little bit, but Asia London brings it up here, and as you see, London gets into this wick right here, makes another high. All right, and it's in a sense still bullish, obviously, still holding this higher low. See, when we came in Asia, we never broke that low. I'm not saying that we're not looking for it, but just framing the day here. And then when 9:30 is here, for example, your idea is to push up the price to wipe out the previous liquidity on the top side, which is the one we made at 5 in the morning, London, and then Friday's high, right? Plus the gap here with that high that I just showed you on the 4-hour, right there, that high right there. So that's a target if you're buying up, and you do get. I had to show you this on a 1 minute. I couldn't fit this on a fucking 5 minute, but very dirty on a 5 minute. But keeping it with this 1 minute here, you'll see that here. This is 9:29, right? And then we have the understanding of sweeping the top side, right? And we have a target up top here. And I don't have the gaps here anymore on the 1 minute, so I'll just keep that in mind, because that's what frames the day for me. But let me kind of zoom in here with these other time frames. See this? So, and as you're watching live price, so this price shoots up here and doesn't take out the high, just makes another high. I'm sorry, does take out the highs, right? And then it retraces right here back down. So it doesn't break that low. This is a higher low. This is a higher high and a higher low. So we're following that structure. But once we get up here and the price retraces back, it does come right back into this block right here. All right. And then it seals up that candle. Okay. And then this is a buy signal. If you have a target up top, and we do understand that we have liquidity down here. But I know they wanted to take the top side first. So this is accumulation. In simple terms, this is accumulating, then it's manipulating up, and then it is distributing up top here. If we assume the bearish day, which is what I expected. Now, I didn't expect a massive bullish day or anything, but I do expect to retrace lower. So, and price does shoot up here. So again, I can't go sub second. I need to make this, or sub minute. I have to make this video short, but this is what I needed here. And then price starts to shoot up on a smaller time frame. You'll be able to see some confluence in here. I guess I'll show it to you. I'll try to. Hopefully I don't make this video long. But watch this super game. So this is how I did see it. But coming in here, these three last down candles, and then tapping this here, doesn't go below that candle. And once this closes, to me, this is an entry. And then the price shoots down in more. And then as soon as it passes up itself and changes the state of delivery and makes it a bullish candle, that's an entry model in itself for me. But here we're taking this up top to take out that high that I mentioned on that 4 hour. And we have the gap there. So if you're watching live price and you have to, and do you have these gaps on your chart? This isn't a random area for me. So, you need to have these gaps. And as you see the price pushing up in there, I know that I've hit above this gap, right? So again, it's hard. It won't relay it on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minute it will, but it's not enough data for me. But I know it's up here. When the price is up here, I know we've took out that high, and I know we're above that gap. Okay, so the gap would be over here. So that, to me, that's a good place to. Well, first of all, taking the high out, I'm done as far as this buy trade. So I'm only looking for 2 trades generally, and this is the buy and this is the sell, right? So whatever direction it's going, if it keeps going up or if it keeps going down, I know I'm going to get 2 of these moves. The third trade here, which I'll get in a minute, but so price sweeps up above here, and then when we're above here, I want to look for a breakdown. I have this already outlined here as far as liquidity goes, because I know they want to shake out, come back down, wipe out the liquidity here. And then just to show this trade here, I want to show you that because so you can get the logic here. If you look at my screenshot, you'll see that up here the hour is hit above. You won't see it on my chart here, but I'm pushing the button in confidence, momentum, and this is a 1 minute. So yeah, it was sub second. It was sub 1 minute. But I know people want me to screenshot it with 1 minute only or higher. But that would have to have been the way you did it. If it was a 1 minute, and see how this next candle, we've gotten a top objective done, right? Which is hitting that high. I don't have to mark my chart, but I already knew where it was. So this next candle here, this pops up about shy of 50%, but it goes back in there, and you could have entered that way. Or you could have entered this next 1 minute candle, retracing back up into it. But see, to me, this is not enough data, and you don't even know that there's an imbalance in here on a smaller time frame. So I just can't explain it more than that. But you'll see that the price breaks down here, retraces back up, and falls real short of that imbalance right there. But it does tap this block, this block right here. So that could have been an entry model as well. But me, when I'm selling here, my goal is to wipe out this liquidity. So I've extended the liquidity out, and then I'm holding for it to run this level. Now, here's the thing. I wanted this, and I knew, I'll be honest with you, I knew it was coming to this area. Why? Because the open of the weeks here, and it's the opening day gap for itself, and we have this liquidity sitting right there. And I told myself, hold it, but no, I got to follow my rules and stick to the script of, just take profit to a logical area. I don't need to find if I'm right or not. But what's it called? Well, where'd I go? The point of saying all that is because if I squinch out, I wanted that liquidity right there. Plus that all here. Okay, so this was what my logic was. But I got to take the profit, and it's good enough. I'm good. I'm happy for it. So, but look what it did. It ended up coming right to that open. See, this is why you trust your analysis, and I'm okay still. I didn't need to hold it. This is good enough for me. I'm done. But look how it comes right to it. I fucking knew it. And what's crazy is that I got a phone call out of nowhere here at this time, 10, like around, no, here, somewhere in here, I get a phone call, and I have to deal with my buddy, and I missed this, and I'm like, look at that son of a bitch, come right to my spot. But I'm talking to him. It's a good friend of mine, and he's talking about hotels and all this logistics. So I missed it, man. I was like, man, if you were gonna catch this though, it would have been nice to. You could have caught it. I mean, you could have put a confidence trade at that wick right there. This is a 15-second. See how it dips right in back into it and touches that opening, and look, it's the same level. This candle right here, 10-15. But anyways, pops back up, retraces, okay, and then it hits the top of these two down candles right there. So that's a 15 seconds. So I get it. You're not going to see this on 1 minute. See that? See how it taps it right there? That would have been an entry for me. And then stop loss would have been here, pretty much. But where would I have took this buy? I wanted this buy, to be honest. I wanted this buy because I knew we'd get a retrace. And as I was saying in Friday's video, so watch it, make sure you watch it so it makes sense. I was saying that if we're going to try to go bearish, we're going to want to see a sweep and a break and a retrace, right? So let me show you what I was talking about that day. So I was like, hey, this video was made Friday, and this is me showing you Thursday's video. So this is Friday. I made this video talking about Thursday, but we ended up getting another bullish day, which was Friday. So, and I said it in this video that you don't know if you're going to get this pattern tomorrow. Do you get it tomorrow, or do you going to get it Monday or maybe Tuesday, right? So this was the pattern of, we make a higher low, we sweep it, the higher high, break down, and then retrace, and then sell again. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Plus the dollar also. I was mentioning something like this. Obviously, it didn't come down this far today, but it just made a double bottom, and that was kind of like the logic I was trying to show. But it double bottomed and it moved up a little bit, and dollar kind of like stopped right here, right? So back to this. So if I screenshot, you'll see that we do get that pattern. This is hard to show you. Let me see if I can, 5 minutes probably better. Oh boy. All right, so if you take a look here, here's that, and you can look this at in a couple ways. So there's that high, that's that higher low. We sweep up, we break here. That could be your first break right here and retrace, see that? Or this could be the break right here. See that? See how we made the higher lows here? And then we break this. And then now the price came from here down, breaks this, retraces back up. That's pretty much kind of like what I was talking about in this example of the video. So we get that now. It's Monday. Now I'm not saying this is going to hold. I'm not saying we still can't go bullish. But this is what I would want to start to see if it's going to retrace bearish down, right? Because we've obviously been shooting up for days, 7 days or whatever number. This is the 8th day. And we want to kind of see it bust back down because that's a lot of imbalance of price on the daily. I don't know if we're going to be bearish back down here. I don't know if we're going to keep going up. The point of the conversation is that I don't need to be bullish or bearish, to be honest with you. In this scenario, I'm just looking for these high probability ideas. Plus, the price was tight and they're just shaking out. So if it's a consolidation type of thing, and we're at the peak, or we're not trying to catch tops, but you do see a sweep above. You do see it coming back. Let me go back into this because you'll see it's pretty nice. I want to show you on a 1 minute with these levels. I guess you can see it. Yeah, let's look at the 15-minute here. It'll help here. So let's go to 1 minute. And it was sub-second when I saw a lot of this stuff too. So I mean, I'll try to be easy. Anyways, I wanted to catch that. Didn't catch it. That's a 1 minute. And then if I would have took this buy, the minimum area I wanted to catch this was at 50% of this range right here, right? Just a general common price action, or leading up to above this high possibly. Could be even could be leading up to this high, meaning just taking out this high up in here. And then we also have this on a smaller time frame. We had this imbalance right here. And there's so much to talk about without going to a smaller time frame. Shit. Let me just show you the 15-second anyway, so you can get the logic, and then I can go back maybe. So again, we swept up above here. We got that high that we discussed. We got a 15-minute and 15-second imbalance right there, pretty big. And that was also an entry if you're trying to catch the sells. It would have been helpful if you did that. That's an entry going back into its previous bearish candle wick, or this price broke down, came above inside this imbalance right here, and there's an inversion imbalance right there. This little one right there, little space right there. Drag that out, you'll see that it's pretty nice. So that's a nice place to take a sell here if you're getting involved with pushing this down. And I need to just explain the levels here. And then here, this was on a 1 minute. Let me go back to a 1 minute, I guess. And this was this imbalance right here on the 1 minute. I was using this to gauge, some of the day, because again, when you took this buy, you didn't know if it was going to break above or not, right? But here, this could have been a break and then a retrace. All right, so that panned out, right? But taking the buy here still was logical sense, right? Because it did take out that low. So this imbalance right here, inversion imbalance, we want to see if it holds it as resistance, right? But you see it does go through it, comes up, gets into that 15-second imbalance. And then also, if you see on the 1 minute, if I refine this right here, which you would think it's not refining if you're going to a higher time frame, but in this scenario it is. You can see that on the 1 minute here that because the 15-second would be too refined, right? But this 1 minute, you see that gap right there, plus that up candle block right there. So yeah, that's why I got this red line right there, and you can see it's the same level. So they basically hit that block, and then if it was going to sell, it would sell from there. That would be a great place to sell. So you see a swing high getting formed. I caught this on a smaller time frame. I'll show you this trade here, but I couldn't manage it and screenshot it later. But as you see here, again, this is 15-second. You can see I'm on 15-second, but and I didn't screenshot it with the 1 minute. But as you see here, the price comes up to it, and I know that we just got above this high. I know we just sealed up that gap right here, and then we get this up candle. So we took out the previous high that we made, so that's sweeping up. I like that, and that's what I look for in a sell. And then here, this wick gets formed, and for me, I'm pushing the button immediately because I want to see that candle hold. Now, price does come down with the next candle, and then it wicks inside that wick, and that's about 50% of it, which is perfect. You could have pushed a button there, and that would have been confidence as well. But then you get this bearish candle, and then boom, you get an imbalance. And yes, this is a 15-second, but this is the details that I get ahead of time. The price does rush right into that gap and then sinks down. So I screenshotted it here because I know I had to leave, do some things. But for this trade here, obviously you saw where it went, and I don't want to bounce around, but I ended up taking it right here after that piece of liquidity. I didn't want to find out. And that was good for me, dude. I was like, yo, this is more than enough. But I only took this because I missed that. And I just like the way it was flowing. I like consolidation days in a way because it does expose itself in this way. But so that was to show you the sell from here. So anyways, price does come here and then bounces up, retraces back. And I'm using this that inversion imbalance. I want to see the price stay underneath this inversion imbalance, right? Because this gap here, it's a level that's above 50% of the range, so it's in a premium area, and I want to see it bounce from there and hold as resistance. But again, I don't have the gaps here. I want to show you this, but when we came down here at that open as well, we were tapping also the gap of this gap over here. You can see on a 15, see that level right there? See that? Which is literally the bodies are on top of the open gap right there, but it smacks that gap. So this was an amazing buy. That's the one caveat I didn't mention yet, which I really thought, I knew this sell would come here, and I knew I wanted to buy here, and then I was on the phone and I just couldn't fucking do it. But anyways, I was impressed, but just the way this panned out. All right, keep in mind these gaps have been on my chart. So like, are they on your chart? Right? Like how are you gonna catch that buy? If you had the open of the day or of the week, which is this purple, then cool, you would have been okay. You didn't need the gap. But I mean, do you have the open at least on your chart? If you don't, then I mean, I don't understand how you're trading. Where do you expect to get logical areas? I'm referencing real areas. So you get what I'm saying? So anyways, the price pops up, and then oh yeah, and then price pops up, and the reason why I'm selling it is right here as well is not only did we seal that gap and we get into that block, but look how we tapped the top of that gap. Look at it. This was the other confluence that I used to take that sell. Look at this. I can't make that shit up, man. Look, it's literally tapping. Do you have this gap on your chart? If you don't, how are you supposed to be more confident? I mean, did I need it? Not necessarily. I had what I needed here with the up candle and the imbalance, right? I mean, that was good enough. And I did have an understanding that we would probably come lower to wipe out liquidity. Plus, we've been bullish for a very long time. I'm not trying to fight the trend, but this is just a trade idea in itself. I'm not saying we can't keep going up, but the sell from here to here at least is good. So if this range from here to here, I know 50% is a good place for this trade to come to. I'm scalping in a way, but I mean, look, I don't need to be exactly right or whatever. I just need 2-3 good trades, and I'm good. Trust me, pay yourself, be done by 11 o'clock, and fucking have a nice day. I don't want to be involved in the rest of this shit. I don't, but look how it panned out beautifully. So you'll see that explains this area. Price comes back up, squeezes out sellers a little bit. And again, we bought here to take out liquidity to the left side of the chart. We sell here to take out liquidity on the left side of the chart down here, which was buyers. Then we bought up here to wipe out the people who are selling, right? And then you're selling here to wipe out the people who are fucking buying. So, when I flow like this, am I bearish or bullish in this logic? I'm neither. I'm just flowing, right? And so anyways, that price, so you see that I dragged it out, right? And as you see, we come up, we keep playing around, we're making lower highs, we come down, we make this low here, we come right back up into that imbalance. Look at that. Comes 50% of it. Look, 50% of that candle, yes, dragged out. This is resistance. This is now telling me, yo, we're coming down. I mean, I'm not trading anymore, but if you were, this would give you a nice sweep down here. And this is letting you know where the price is. It's not like the price went down and up and it bounced from here. It didn't bounce from here and then the price just kept going. That would have been used for being bullish. I'm using this to see what is it actually going to do. And this lets you know that this is now resistance. So you have a higher probability of resistance. And where do you want this to go? Well, as you see to the 15-minute chart, that's that level right there, by the way. Price shoots down, it comes right back to that gap, right? And wipes that piece of liquidity that you would have bought from, or if you did, I don't know if you did, at the open, right? And then shoots down, and look where it comes to. Okay, so it rolls right through that gap right here now, right? Because it did bounce off, and then comes all the way right here to this gap, right here. See this? So that would be right here. You can't see it on this chart. I don't know why it doesn't do that. But it's this right there. So that gap is sitting right here. All right, sitting right here. This would have been on a great buy as well. Possibly, which it did. Double bottom right there. See that? So it popped up. And if you took this buy, my minimum target for this buy would have been at least back to the gap in here. And you could even go 50% of that gap. Many ways you want to do this. But wiping out that liquidity, if you're looking back at this chart 1 minute, wiping out that imbalance, and then at least getting into one of these up candles. I mean, that could have been a minimum target. But if you understood the bigger picture, this could have been your sweep above, your break down, and then your big retrace. So if you take 3 trades in a day, buy, sell, buy, or you could have bought, and then you could have sold all the way down, right? And then you could have bought as the third trade. Look at this trade. But this I'm not playing with these people. But you get what I'm saying? Like I look at a 3 sequence. This isn't any other logic of Gann or Wyckoff or or what's the other guy's name? Fucking I can't remember his name right now. But the point is that this ain't that. So all right, this is an Elliott wave, is what I was gonna say. So this is anyways double bottom here, and then we push up. I gotta go, and then price just wipes all those people out, literally, of selling. So and now we're sitting here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, just like this, so you can see it. But then it zooms out. I'm sorry, wipes out everybody up here, and now we close right here. So again, we still got liquidity in the top, still got liquidity in the bottom. This is, are you bullish or bearish here? Well, if this was a break here, if this was a break like this and retracing, then we're gonna expect kind of lower prices coming down more. All right. So if I go back to here, on the 4 hour it doesn't look like a break, but this it's a speaker, so it could have just swept the bottom, and it's sitting inside this imbalance. So we would have to break probably again down for you to be really bearish. But I don't think the top side is done, even though we're super overbought, which doesn't mean anything. I mean, we could get a couple divergences going on here, and then it can come down. But I don't know if this, it doesn't look like it's done. But at the same time, if it's going to be bullish, then, you know, we would need to start breaking these highs. So it could retrace and then bounce off that open for tomorrow and then go back up. But all right, so I wanted to show dollar. As you see, yeah, see dollar just, it came down, made a double bottom, so to speak, like right there and right here, and then just came up. As this was coming up, we were pretty much coming down. But this could be, I don't know if this is going to be a long-term double bottom type of thing where we go up and we attack here. If the dollar starts doing that, we're really bearish. I mean, we'll be back to super bearish, right? Lower low, lower high. But as you see, that's where we're at. So we don't know. Assuming that if dollar is actually bearish now and we just retrace a little bit and come back down, then I gotta go, man. Fuck. You know, if dollar is going to be bearish type of shit, which this is not all happening in one day or anything, but if this flow happens like this, you know, then you're going to see us push up. Where are we at? You're going to see us push up again, and it'll be, you know, what was I doing? You might get this, or even from here, that might be the flow right there where we attack this swing right here, and clear up this a little bit. So that's if we're still going to be going up, okay? If we're going to be coming down and real soon, and or maybe that was the crack that we just witnessed. Again, I don't know. Then I would like to see that dollar would just start fucking going up, right? We're going up. I'm sorry, dollar going up, and then, you know, we're on some shit like this. So, all right, so there's that, and then just to show Dow, they swept up the previous day high. Oh, actually, they didn't. I'm sorry, they didn't. That was the crack. So they didn't sweep. They got very close to the top of the Friday's high, and pretty much sitting inside that wick. I mean, it could, and again, it could come down too, but you can see an indecisive day, very small range day, really, really small range day, and I'm glad I quit even trying to trade. But I just holding price. You go to a smaller time frame here. I don't have this marked up, but if I had to, let's see if, I mean, you know, well, as you see, this high 930 pushes it up, right? Pushes it up and gets above that high right there. Gets above that high and gets into this little wick. It's a 1 minute, right? Yeah, right? Or 5. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. I'm sorry. 5 minute into that wick right there. And then literally like 50% of it, little small detail. You see that? That's not by accident. So it's super sneaky. They don't take out that high, but they sweep that high. So that price shoots the price down for liquidity below. Where is that? Right here, where we dipped out at 925. Then we have that low right there, right? So we have liquidity there, and we're again assuming that we're peaking. So price shot the price down, took out the liquidity, retraced back up. Okay, got into this candle, this big candle. This is 5 minute. Let's see if I can go to 1 minute. I have to go. Fuck. It's gonna be too much to explain. But as you see, this shoots down and just sweeps a little bit right there. That's common for Dow. I would have been a nice buy if you were ballsy. But price shoots up right here. Again, just took out that swing high, but didn't take out the top high. So if you trusted that, which you could have, then you could have pushed it here as soon as this bearish candle closed. This next candle doesn't even go past it. That's what you want to see. This is just a 1 minute. And then you see the flow attacking that low plus the lows I've been mentioning right here. See this low right here? So that's the PM session of right almost 4 o'clock PM on Friday. So we wiped that out. And then it was just, so is this a crack and a retrace? So, you know, if you had a fib from here to here, retrace back, okay, you could go above 50%. Looks like it hit a 61. If I was to just put a fib, many ways to skin this cat. What am I doing? Sorry, 70. So yeah, 61 as well, but this one shy of a 70. Look at that, beautiful. That's what I like about Dow, because their ranges are so dope. But besides this fib, you got that liquidity there. You have doesn't reach that imbalance, which is shady. It would have been nice if it tapped into there, but it is about 50% of this wick here. Price comes here, so it's about 3 drives type of thing. Manipulation shoots the price down again. So let's see, is there anything else I wanted to tell you here? Shit. Let me go back to a 5 minute maybe. Yeah. Well, you can see here this inversion gap on the 5 minute held price with confluence of the opening week and day gap right there. See that? So that does come right to here. As far as you getting 3 drives down, that could be a possible buy if you're still trading. And then yeah, it's pretty ugly though. I don't like the way Dow looks, and now I'm starting to feel like I don't even recognize it anymore, to be honest. It's so weird after not trading it for a minute. Yeah, there's that, and then we had a crack here, which was also the confluence of selling at the big sell, where S&P didn't take out that high, but Dow took out that high and Nas took out that high. So this was a crack here, and then the price pushed down. And then here was some more confluence here with a sell there on Dow. There was a crack, higher highs right there, and you got lower highs here. This is also confirming these two together to go that direction. Super game. So let's see, is there anything else I wanted to mention? Yeah, hope this helps. You guys take care. Till tomorrow. God bless.